In this first example, we are placing the physical marquee over the digital signage display. Then we rotate stills at full resolution. In this situation, you could build a Photoshop template so you know the edges of the actual marquee and make sure that what's needed to be displayed doesn't get cut off by the physical marquee. Some signage software will allow us to build the layout, drop a playlist on the template, and you would just add content to the playlist and schedule the playlist. In the next example, we scale down a burger promo and an up-and-coming artist promo. Think of it as a box on the left and a rectangle on the right. We would figure out those two resolutions, drop the playlist based on the resolutions, and you could rotate various food items in the square and various artists in the rectangle, again using scheduled playlists. These playlists could change hourly, daily. Multiple window displays like this are great to place a sponsor or rotate various content all at once. Again, this at very least could be achieved in Photoshop, and some signage platforms allow you to build a player like this, assign playlists, and again drop your assets in the playlist. In this example, after the rotation, the display plays a larger rectangle ad. Again, a playlist could be built and you could rotate ads that size in a playlist: JPEG, PNG, stills, or MP4, MOV videos, or motion graphics. Now here are the same ads without the marquee. Again, these are just created in Photoshop and sent to the player to rotate in a playlist. You group these assets in that playlist, schedule the playlist. Multiple playlists can be scheduled throughout the day. Another aspect is motion graphics. These examples are created in After Effects. You can animate text and logos. Many of the signage softwares focus on templates, but they're built on stills. It's hard to achieve this look strictly relying on display software. You may get a better look creating the motion graphics yourself or contracting that out to be built and rendered as a video file to play on your system. Here I create a few ads, drop them in the playlist, schedule, and rotate. A good thing to keep in mind is when you place a physical marquee over the display, you will create unique resolutions for you to build the content and playlists on. This unique resolution will get labor intensive because it's unique and not standard resolution. Maintaining the original resolution and scaling that content down will allow you to fit full-size content within that box, but after being shrunk, content might be too small or fonts might be unreadable. Again, just something to keep in mind. By all means, the stills you create in Photoshop or After Effects most definitely can be based on unique resolutions. Or you can use guidelines within a standard resolution, place those guidelines in Photoshop and After Effects so you know what part of your image will be covered by the physical marquee. This leaves us with software and hardware. I'm still gathering all my information on a workable demo with the Samsung Magic Info system. From what I can tell, either system you choose, you would need to purchase the display, a dedicated desktop PC to run the software, have an internet connection at the PC and at the monitor, and those two devices need to be on the same network. Then you get specific depending on your vendor. Samsung starts with Lite, Premium, or Cloud software. I feel you would outgrow the Lite software very fast. I also feel the monthly cloud cost would be excessive and not needed for you. That leaves Premium. I'm waiting to hear back from a Samsung rep to find out cost and functionality, but I believe with one monitor, it would cost $500 to $600 to purchase the software outright. This would give a license to both the monitor and the computer. My main concern with Samsung is where does the content live? And if you're playing back videos, longer videos, multiple videos, does that tax the computer or does that tax the monitor? Are you limited to hard drive space on the monitor? And is there any buffer issues? Having not worked with a Samsung product before, I need more time with the demo to make sure it works properly. The monitor, on the other hand, professional smart signage displays by Samsung are great because of their cost, their functions, and their ability to link together to build a video wall display. Knowing more about your needs, types of content, and vision will help to make sure the Samsung product will align. I also need to know if the software makes sense for you to operate, and if it's possible to remote log into the PC or the software to fix or send content. This would be a valuable maintenance tool for you. The product I'm more familiar with is built by Spinetics. They have a player you attach any digital display monitor. The player has a serious processor on it to play videos back with no buffer issues. Content can be put in playlists and scheduled. The player layout is completely adjustable. It allows me to build you a layout, make it a template, drop playlists on that template, and you simply drop content in the playlists. The player has a built-in hard drive which stores all content. This allows fast playback and adequate storage. Unfortunately, the cost is about $1,000 for the player and about $1,000 for the software. And finally, I'd be a fool not to mention my bread and butter lies in supplying motion graphics built in After Effects. It's how I created all content you see today. It's fully licensable to use in your facility and plenty of options and ideas to customize the look for your venue.